Peak performance coach for high impact leaders, AJ Madden here. I help leaders increase their confidence. Today we are going to talk about principle number 13 from our 24 principles of leadership and self-protection from 1% Warrior Black Belt Boss, available on Amazon.com and my website, coachajmadden.com. Please pick yourself up a copy if you'd like to improve your leadership ability and your ability to protect those you care about the most. Principle number 13. Golden moves. Golden moves. Let's start out with a quote from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt legendary instructor John Danaher, one of the best martial arts instructors on the planet. The fundamentals are where your attention needs to be for the duration of your career. I'll say that again. The fundamentals are where your attention needs to be for the duration of your career. Again, this is one of the best coaches on the planet in any sport. In any sport. John has so many world champions on his team as students, whether MMA, George St. Pierre was one of his students, or Gordon Ryan, one of the greatest grapplers in history, in the history of submission wrestling. So John is talking about fundamentals. If one of the greatest coaches in all of sports is talking about the importance of fundamentals, maybe we should all pay attention to that. Self-protection applications to the golden move. You can think about golden moves as a Swiss Army knife. Golden moves are fundamental movements that are a Swiss Army knife in terms of self-protection, meaning they can be used in multiple different scenarios. They can be used offensively, they can be used defensively. They're simple movements that can be used in multiple ways. Number one for our golden moves in terms of self-protection is a confident attitude. A confident attitude can be used offensively. If you have the confidence to fight back and attack and attack and attack when you have to defend your life or the life of someone that you care about, you've got to have that confidence that I will not give up ever. A confident attitude is also a great defense. Being confident and moving with confidence, speaking with confidence, standing with confidence is a tremendous deterrent against a physical or a mental and emotional attack. So there's golden move number one, confidence. Golden move number two is fitness. You know, we just talked about our principle number 12, fitness is a weapon. Fitness is a golden move. It's crucial, again, offensively, if you need to physically defend yourself and fight, being in the best shape you can be in. And also defensively, it's a great deterrent. Again, if we look fit and we feel fit, which makes us feel more confident, we become a much harder target. We don't look like a victim as much. So it's great defensively and preventatively as well. Fighter's eyes. Fighter's eyes, which means looking in the right place. If you're defending yourself, and looking in the right place, which is right about here in the upper chest, because you have to be able to pay attention to what the hands are doing. And you can see the whole body peripherally, and you can see left to right also. So looking right here, as a fighter or as when you're defending yourself, you can see the whole body. You can see kicks coming, punches coming. That's called fighter's eyes. So you're looking in the right place right here so you can see attacks coming and you can defend. Also, fighter's eyes is being able to see opportunities to attack. Not looking down or looking away or flinching or turning away, but keeping your eyes right here so you can see opportunities to attack above the head and neck, which is where we want to attack in self-protection. We're looking to shut down the computer in some way, shape, or form. So fighter's eyes, offensively and defensively, crucial for self-protection. Golden move. Golden move number 4 is a jab, which is a lead hand strike. Striking with your lead hand. This can be used offensively to strike and attack the eyes, the throat, the vital targets, the chin. It can be used defensively also to create a barrier between yourself and the other person by holding your lead hand out and using that defensively to keep that barrier, keep that structure in between yourself and your attacker or potential attacker. Golden move number 5 is dropping energy, and that is where we sit down. We sit down and drop our weight towards the earth. Sometimes you'll hear in sports a good athletic position where your knees are bent, your spine is neutral. Sitting down allows us to generate force. It allows us to push and hit harder. It also allows us defensively to absorb force. If someone's trying to pull us or push us if we simply sit down and drop our energy low towards the earth, even just a centimeter. That will allow us to absorb an attack, a push, a shove, a punch, a tackle much better. Also, it will allow us to not be pulled in a kidnapping situation, dragged and pulled. So if someone grabs our hand and wrist, tries to pull us, we can sit down. If someone tries to pick us up off the ground and bear hug us and carry us, we need to sit down and drop our weight. It makes us much harder to move. So there's 5 golden moves in terms of self-protection. Let's talk about leadership golden moves. Here's a quote from Darren Hardy, author of The Compound Effect and The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, and he was publisher of Success Magazine, is or was, I'm not sure if he still is. Brilliant man, has some brilliant advice. And he says that success in any endeavor, football, medicine, marriage, parenting, leadership, rocket science, etc., always comes down to about half dozen fundamentals. Then narrow that down into your 2 to 3 vital functions and focus solely on those. So any endeavor has about 3 to 6 fundamentals. Then you really want to narrow it down to your 1 or 2 vital functions. Those are golden moves. Those are golden moves. Let's talk about how some leadership golden moves. Energizing others and prioritizing your number 1 energy maximizer, which for most people is sleep, getting good sleep. That's a golden move in terms of a leader. When you are energized and you have good sleep and you're exercising regularly, you will have more energy, you will have more clarity, your mental health will be better. This will allow you to inspire, energize, lead better, solve more problems as a leader because you won't have that brain fog, you won't be endlessly stressed. So that's a golden move for leaders. Another golden move is having 1 3-minute magic conversation a day. 1 magic conversation a day for as little as 3 minutes with someone on your team. And you can do this with a friend or family member also, where you catch them doing something right, and or you ask them about the number 1 challenge they're facing is, and if you can help them at all or serve them in some way. And then you cross-examine, which means you learn something new about them, how their day was, or maybe a favorite hobby, or how their weekend was, what their dream vacation is, their favorite restaurant. There's possibilities around those. So essentially you cross-examine, you learn something new. I call this the 3-minute magic conversation. It can be done as little as 3 minutes. You can do 1, 2, or all 3 of those, catching them doing something right, challenging, asking about a challenge they're facing, and then cross-examining, learning something new. You can do 1 or all 3 in as little as 3 minutes. This is magic in your leadership relationships and also in your personal relationships, where you're really focused on that person and tuning out everything else. No cell phone distractions, no people distractions. The third thing you can do, golden moves as a leader, is to upgrade your expertise for 15 minutes a day. I call it going to Mount Rushmore. Go to the Mount Rushmore of your field, whatever it is, or whatever you'd like to learn about. If you're trying to learn how to be a better leader, go to the Mount Rushmore in your field of leadership, or just go to the Mount Rushmore, period. Some of the greatest leaders, throughout history, or the last 20 years, or the last 50 years. Go to the Mount Rushmore of leadership, and or go specifically to the Mount Rushmore in your field. If you're a football coach, you would go to the Mount Rushmore and study Nick Saban, Vince Lombardi, Bill Walsh, and maybe Urban Meyer. Okay, there's 4. Vince Lombardi, I'm not sure if I said him or not. So you would go to the Mount Rushmore, you would go to the top coaches in your field, and you would study them. Study the best. It's a great high-impact move because there's so much information out there. There's so much information that you can just drown in it. What the best do is they go and they study the best. For example, Jeff Bezos allegedly has read Sam Walton's biography, Made in America, over 100 times. All right, Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, has studied the founder of Walmart's biography over 100 times. I'm not sure if that's exactly true or not. I heard that. It's metaphorically, it makes a lot of sense that the best, because the best study the best. The best endlessly study the best. Urban Meyer, he studied Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh is 3-time Super Bowl champion football coach for the San Francisco 49ers, widely known as one of the greatest football coaches of all time. So success leaves clues. The best study the best. Go to Mount Rushmore for 15 minutes a day. So there's this is what I call winning the day, those three things: maximizing your energy, having a 3-minute conversation, and upgrading your expertise. If you do this every single day at work for 90 days, for 3 months, it has a dramatic positive improvement on your ability and your impact as a leader, as your success and your happiness as a leader. Just doing those three things. And you can give yourself a daily report card, which is what I prescribe to leaders. Every day, did I have a 3-minute magic conversation with someone? Every day, did I upgrade my expertise for 15 minutes? Did I go to Mount Rushmore and study the best? And every day, did I do something to maximize my energy, which for most people is getting a good 8 hours of sleep or somewhere around there, right? Ask yourself every day, did I do those three things? Give yourself a score on a report card. 3 points for every day, 5 days a week, that's 15 points. If you get 12 points, that's a passing score for me. That you did it, you got 12 out of 15 points. You get 1 point each day for each one of those three things. If you want to learn more about it, you can pick up 1% Warrior Leadership, and you could also pick up 1% Warrior Black Belt Boss, where we touch on both of those. Those are some golden moves in terms of leadership. We talked about golden moves in terms of self-protection, the jab, confidence, fitness as a weapon, fighter's eyes, and also that dropping energy where we sit down. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. If you found this video useful, please share it with someone that you believe it would help. If you'd like to improve your leadership and your ability to protect yourself and those you care about the most, please pick up a copy of 1% Warrior Black Belt Boss, available on Amazon.com and my website, CoachAJMadden.com. I wish you success and happiness, and I challenge you to focus on the fundamentals in everything you do, those golden moves.